Welcome back to Nintendo Academy. I am Mike Perez, and in this video, I want to present two solutions for this Nintendo 3DS and Wii U eShop problem. If you don't know, Nintendo eShop for Wii U and 3DS are basically going away on March 2023. And in this video, I want to talk about two solutions that Nintendo can take to solve this problem here. And if you guys like these solutions, then I would ask that you share this video and like it and leave your comment down below as well. That way the algorithm can take it and skyrocket it, and we can take this solution to the next level. Down. Welcome to Nintendo Academy. If you are new here we cover news, reviews, products, and more. So consider subscribing, and don't forget to join our notification squad by clicking that bell and joining one of the best communities in Nintendo here on YouTube. Well, a couple of days, Nintendo released a statement about the Nintendo Wii U and the 3DS eShop. Well, basically beginning its starting stages of decay, or just kind of like leaving little by little, you know. So if you have not heard of this yet, well, Nintendo is basically discontinuing the eShop when it comes to downloading new games and purchasing new games for the Wii U and for the Nintendo 3DS, beginning in March of 2023. Now, if you own games, then no, you'll be fine, because you'll be able to re-download those digital games, and you'll be fine. We don't know until when, but you'll still be fine. You'll be able to go ahead and still download your digital games, so you will have access to that. So you don't have to worry for now. But the fact that we are completely getting rid of the purchasing part of the Nintendo Wii U and the 3DS. These are two consoles that, even though the Wii U, for some, not for all, for some did not do great and didn't sell. For others, it did, and it's still to this day their current console. Hello, and I can't even count how many 3DS fans we have on the channel and around the world who still play the 3DS. It is their favorite go-to handheld to play digital games. Not to mention all these amazing games that are on that store, okay, and they are not available anywhere else. So there are many games that are in the 3DS store that are not available on the Switch or any other console, and there are so many games that are not available that are available on the Wii U that have not been ported to the Switch yet and might never be. And so what happens to those games? They just disappear. So here is solution number one. Nintendo, they own data centers, like huge, massive data centers where they keep and store your information along with all of the games that are hosted on the Nintendo eShop. What they would need to do now is go ahead and find a third-party data center, or maybe have a third-party data center, if you're out there, approach Nintendo and present this plan to, where whenever Nintendo decides to discontinue an eShop or stop an eShop for a prior console, this data center can take control and take over these games to continue to allow access to these prior consoles like the Wii U and 3DS. All they will need to do is form a partnership, call it retro downloading or whatever, something like that, so that Nintendo system users for either 3DS, Wii U, Wii can continue to have access to these games on the eShop. Maybe not the eShop, it could be a different app they download on the actual console, and then continue to have these games, be able to buy these games and purchase these games, because we know that a lot of these games are made by third-party developers, and then we would have these developers kind of transfer their games to this new service so that you guys can continue to have access. And Nintendo can still make money, developers can still make money, and you guys can still have access to the eShop. Solution number two. Nintendo could go the route, which this is my favorite one. Nintendo can go the route of Microsoft and PlayStation. Whenever I buy a PlayStation game, let's say on PlayStation 4, guess what? I still have access to that game on a PlayStation 5. I can just re-download it because I know that my hardware can run it. It's from a prior console. The next console is more powerful, therefore it can still run my previous game Okay, just like when I buy a game on Xbox, I can still run it on Xbox One or Xbox Series S or X, just because the next gen console is a lot more powerful, and yes, it can still run the game. So I've purchased games on Xbox Xbox One where I still have access to that game on Xbox Series X, and all I have to do is just download that game and I can still play it. So Nintendo can go this route as well, and just, you know, instead of having to discontinue games, discontinue eShops, any game that you have already downloaded, have it available for it to download on that new console as well. Alright, so now I want to hear from someone very, very important, which is you. I want to know what your thoughts are about these two solutions, and whether you own a Switch, not a Switch, a Wii U or a 3DS, and if these solutions will actually help you basically extend the life of your Nintendo console, right? Because you don't expect something you pay for just 4 years ago to just completely be gone in 4 years and just that's it, right? You want to make sure that you can enjoy it as long as you can. You know, this is the digital age, so we need digital solutions. And let me know if you like this video. Please help me out with a thumbs up and also share it. I want to make sure that as many people as possible get to see this video, and maybe, just maybe, it'll reach Nintendo and we can kind of go somewhere and make something happen, right? We need to have a digital revolution. Something when it comes to digital games, something needs to happen, right? And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for your time and watching this video. I am Mike Perez with Nintendo Academy.
Nintendo news, reviews, unboxing with Mike Perez on Nintendo Week. Pleasure time to you as we switch from game to game. You're a super part of every family here in Nintendo Academy. Subscribe. Have you subscribed yet? Go ahead, subscribe now.